and cut me loose. Look me in my face and break me loose, nigga. Look, break my heart. Look me in my eyes and break my heart, nigga. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You want to go lay up with niggas and get fucked and nigga, whatever the case. You're slick, my nigga. You lied, my nigga. You're a habitual cheater, my nigga. And you have given yourself to men. You have given me STD behind this shit. Like, I'm not paranoid, cuz. You hear me? You fucked other niggas recklessly. I forgave you for it. You won't even come home, baby. You won't even come home like I'm a sucker. So watch this, Gayla. Watch this. Yeah. And carry this torch, baby. And no, I gave you a choice, and you chose this. Oh, you're so scared, right? Okay. Okay.
What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy, me and Melly in the building. Now, as y'all can see, when you're not mentally in a state of mind where you can understand your feelings versus your logical thought process, that's when things begin to go left. This is why I tell you guys to focus on you, to focus on bettering yourself, and to work on yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Because at the end of the day, these are the things that we are up against. And this goes for women too. When you're not in love with the person you see in the mirror, when you're not in love with that person, when you're not in love with yourself, you will hurt yourself and go to the extent of harming others because a hole in you is not fulfilled. You will literally go to the extent to hurt someone else to fill the void inside of yourself because you feel like that's get back. You feel like that's gonna make someone feel the pain that you feel. Listen, like, I don't know, the full situation. I'm just, watching that video and like, damn, I'm listening to what he's saying and, some of the things that I took from it is, one, your mental health is definitely a serious thing that you should invest in. If you feel like you're depressed, if you're going through something, or if you're going through a breakup and you feel like, damn, my world is over with, this is the end, I gotta end myself. Take a step back, man, and realize it happens. It happens. Not saying that it's right, but it definitely happens. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, you have to understand that you cannot put your trust in man. Meaning that you can't put your heart in someone else's hand and don't expect for them to play games with it. You always want to keep your guard up. Never trust in man. Trust in God. Trust in your higher self. Trust in your higher mind. Trust in your higher conscious. It's all the same. It hurts. I done been there before, man. I done been there where I was so deeply, thought I was so deeply in love to where when things didn't go how I thought it was supposed to go, or if I found out, damn, this person was doing this behind my back, or this person lied to me about this, I done been to that point where I felt like my world was over with, and I just felt nothing inside. Just felt empty inside. Can't eat, can't sleep. You know what I mean? Like, I done been to that point in my life before. I done been to my lowest point in my life, I feel like. And throughout that phase of my life of me going through that low point, I realized, like, damn, I really don't have love for myself. I really don't put the love into myself that I put into other people. And that's where I had to draw the line and understand, like, these things will continue to happen if I don't figure out how to love myself. This is why I tell you guys to focus on doing things that can, you know, elevate you. Whether it's things like going to the gym. One of the things that allowed me to put myself in a better space mentally, physically, emotionally, was going to the gym. At first it was something of just the physical. Well, no, I take that back. It really started from an emotional, because I remember when I really started working out, I think it was like 2017, when I really started like taking the gym like serious. Well, I wouldn't even say serious. I was just going like crazy. But I was going through something at the time with somebody that I was in a relationship with, and that was a way for me to release. That was a way for me to express my emotions. Like, I done shed tears in the gym before. I just fucking with you. I wasn't like that, but I done shed some tears, man. Like, I done dropped a few tears in the gym. Like, but that's a good thing, man. Like, that's a part of healing, man. That's a part of healing as men. Like, I know what they told us growing up. Trust me, like, I was, man, you look at my resume, you check my resume, trust me, I know all about it, man. We was taught not to cry. Like, you ain't talking, this ain't no, I'm not a sucker talking to you. Like, I done been in the streets, I done been, you know, on every path that you can think of. But I realized, like, man, I had so much pain and shit inside of me that I just had to let it out. And sometimes you gotta let that shit out, man. This guy in this video, he's letting it out, but it's also so many other emotions behind it that he's not really thinking clear with a clear mind. And once you begin to confuse your heart and your mind, once you allow your heart and your mind to get into a street fight with each other, the results is never good. Like, you have to learn how to separate how you feel versus how you think, because your feelings gonna lead you down the wrong path. I'm telling you right now. That's something I had to learn. Like, I used to feel like this and feel like that. And so just because I felt like this and felt like that, I did this and did that. Just because you feel some type of way don't mean you gotta act on those feelings. Take a step back. Literally, take a step back. Meditate on it. Get yourself into a state of relaxation. Because a lot of times we make decisions off of emotions, off of the instinct, and that shit is never going to lead you into a good place. But never be so selfish to the point where your emotions, the hole inside of you, can't be fulfilled, so you decide to take someone else's life and your own life to fill that void. A child at that. I don't care what you're going through in life. That shit ain't never that deep. I don't care who you is, and I don't care what you going through. I done been through some shit. You hear me? It ain't never that serious. It's always light at the end of the tunnel. You might not be able to see that light right now, but day by day, that darkness become light. But you gotta work on you first. You gotta work on you first. I guarantee you, this is not something that he didn't see coming. In the video, one of the things that caught my attention, matter of fact, was I gave you a chance. So you basically saying this ain't the first time she done something like this. See, when you don't have love for yourself, you continue to allow people to play with your emotions. You continue to allow people to hurt you. You continue to put your trust into man when you don't have love for yourself. That's not good. That's not good. When somebody show you who they is, you gotta believe it. I know it's gonna hurt. I know it's gonna hurt, but you gotta believe it. You gotta believe it. When somebody show you they true colors, and then they morph back into the colors you first seen them in, like a damn chameleon or some shit. Nah, believe them. I already saw them colors. So now you know what to expect, and now you know how to move. You have to have a level of respect for yourself, a level of standards for yourself, and figure out what it is you will and will not tolerate. I'm not saying when somebody does something wrong that, you know, you can't forgive them and figure out, you know, how to go around it and shit for the people that's in relationships. Because it's ways to work out things, but it's certain stuff that you just can't tolerate. Cheating is one. Never tolerate somebody cheating on you and you talking about going back. If that's the foundation you all built on, and y'all say, look, I don't tolerate cheating, and somebody crosses that line, and that line get crossed, it's over with. It should be over with. Set your ground. Stand your ground. As a man and as a woman, stand your ground. Because I know females that done been depressed because the things dudes done did to them. I know dudes that, you know, been in dark spaces because things females done did to them. To protect yourself from things like this and ever having to feel like you want to kill yourself, kill, you know, off your seeds and off, you know what I mean? Like you want to take yourself from this existence. The cheat code to not having to deal with that in life is ultimately loving yourself. What is loving myself? Loving yourself is setting standards for what you will and will not tolerate. Being disciplined for what you will and will not tolerate. Taking time out to yourself to get to learn yourself, to get to know yourself better. Taking time out for yourself to get yourself in shape. Not just physically in shape, mentally in shape, spiritually in shape, financially in shape. You know what I'm saying? If you in a relationship and things seem to not work out for you, you know, take what you can from that situation, learn from it, and move on. Everything ain't meant to be forever, man. That's what I had to learn. Everything is not meant to be forever. It's not. It's just not. Sometimes the moments are just to be what they is in the moments. Enjoy those moments. But always put yourself first. Always put yourself first. I had this girl I was talking to one time, man, and I was going through a time in my life where I wasn't even supposed to be talking to her, to be honest. And I told her that. I was like, look, I just, you know what I mean, came out of a crazy situation. I'm trying to focus on me. But, you know, through us talking, we end up building a connection for each other. And I used to tell her, you need to love yourself more than you love me. I told her that. I say you love me too much. I need someone that's willing to do what it is that needs to be done, whether I'm here or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, say if we would have had kids or something like that, and I was no longer able to be there for them in their lives, are you gonna now do what this guy did in this video? Get into a place in your mind that's so dark and, you know, so ill that, you know, you're gonna do something as tragic as that? Or are you gonna chin up, chest out, and do what's needed to be done and handle your responsibilities at the end of the day? Because ultimately, you love yourself. You should never love someone more than you love yourself. Now, am I saying don't express love? I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is have standards for yourself. Have standards for how you gonna let somebody treat you. And keep it player, man. If you would do, man, look, don't be out here crashing out behind these females, man. Get on your grind. That's the best revenge. She cheated on you? Okay. I hope the dude you cheated on me with was worth it. All the goals that you got in mind, that you said you was gonna accomplish, that she know about, accomplish them in front of her face. She watching. Trust me, she watching. They always watching. They always watching. Even when you don't think they watching, you think they forgot about you. They watching you. You just gotta become your best self, man. Put your faith in God, man. Don't put your faith in man. You feel what I'm saying? Stay focused, man. Stay focused out here. It's your boy, Millionaire Melly in the building, man. Y'all stay focused, stay wise. Millionaire Melly in the building. I'm gone. You feel me, man? I'm out.